Alright, so this is my number 100 Ascension 10 run on Regent, which will mark the completion of my little experiment of data collection that I wanted to do. Yeah, we'll try to win it here. I'm actually on a pretty decent win streak at the moment. Don't want to jinx it, but yeah, let's see what we can do here. So I will do that video. Next video you should see from me after this will be my review of the data, and then I'm going to do some tier lists after that, which is the most fun thing, in my opinion. But okay, we got old Soulfish, which means we're in the underdogs, which means the act is harder than the other act. Not a whole lot of campfires. 2 is the maximum. Right side of the map is pretty much a no-go for me. Although I could hit that one, I guess, but from what I'm seeing here, this is a very obvious path to me. You know, if I'm lucky, these are not fights, so I don't have to do any advanced hallways before this elite. And I can go here, and we can go finish out with 2 elites, really in any direction past that. If I'm weak, we might want to hit that still, or if I somehow end up with more gold. So, you know, I can go anywhere from there. As far as these starters, they're not very good. New Leaf almost certainly. I really don't think Fishing Rod's very good. The only reason we would take Fishing Rod is if, like, I guess if we went up the right path, because there's just a ton of normal fights, but it's just not that good. And then Niao's Bones is just too risky. So by default it's New Leaf. Honestly, New Leaf's not too bad. It's just, like, not necessarily that impactful unless we get lucky. It's positive in almost all cases, though. Yeah, we'll do that. I was debating Fishing Rod still, because I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, is it actually better than a transform? I just don't think it is. Okay, that's a good card to get. That is certainly a good card to get. Very easy turn here. What's this guy's name? Sludge Spinner? Or damage, pretty typical for this guy, honestly. Between those first 2 turns, you're usually not going to fully block at all, and he has too much health to really rush down. I think because we have convergence, we can fully block here. Yeah, lethal almost guaranteed. Yeah. In fact, it was guaranteed. Okay. It's a potion I don't see that often. It's okay, I guess. Gather Light. As much as I do like me some Supermassive, the only problem here is we did remove a strike. We have some lack of offense, but this is why we hit the shop, right? We'll hopefully find some offense there if we keep not finding it. I mean, these are technically offense. I just don't. The early Supermassive obviously is not good. It's worse than a strike. And then Know Thy Place. I don't think Know Thy Place is that good of a card. I have been, like, trying to check out some other tier lists just so I can have some talking points when I make mine. And definitely one of the cards I will be different than a lot of the tier lists on is Know Thy Place. I think people just kind of view it as a really easy, sort of valuable card to add. The reason I don't like it is it's just not impactful. Like, it's not even as good, in my opinion, as the starter card Falling Star. So you're adding a card that's like arguably not even better than the starting card. Obviously, it doesn't have a star cost, but it's like Falling Star also doesn't really have a star cost in the first couple fights. So in the context of that, this is just better. And if I don't end up with star cost cards even from midway through the act, I already have like other star generation, right? It's like I'm just always going to have the stars to play Falling Star. So like, why would I add a Know Thy Place on top of that? It's just a worse Falling Star, and it exhausts. And I'm not going to upgrade it just to remove the exhaust. It's just such a bad card in my opinion. Gather Light, on the other hand, is like the most takeable card in the entire character, I think. This is interesting. I almost always just take Clumsy here. But that could definitely result in some HP loss in the upcoming fight. And we might just want some money for this shop. I will say though, unless I'm getting gold here as well, it's not going to push us toward a good threshold. You really want I mean, it could get us to maybe afford a relic, but I don't know that I want a relic necessarily because we kind of need cards right now. But 170 is the cheapest a relic can come in at, but usually we're looking at like 200 or more typically for these relics, and so I'm not going to get to 200 very likely, but I could get to 170. Of course, this just loses 6 HP, which might be all this costs me anyway, and I can just get a relic. And then I can have the gold that I would have fully spent on a relic anyway. Let's just do this. Oh, that's good. Definitely worth the Clumsy. Definitely worth the Clumsy. Single Strike goes into debuff next turn, so I think we got the Convergence though. I would only save like 2 HP by hitting that guy. I think what we do is we just Convergence and wait on this so that we can guarantee lethal next turn. It's unfortunate that yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I mean, honestly, since I can fully block this, I think I should actually... this is a little risky. I mean, they're both going to attack me next turn. So if I do not redraw Strike or whatchamacallit, I mean, we're looking at what? So we got nine cards, and 4 of them have lethal. So I got so 2... I'll redraw 2 cards. I don't want to use a potion on this fight. Let me just do that calculation really quick. So, drawing 2 cards from a 9-card pool, and 4 of the cards are off. So what is my chance to just not have lethal next turn is basically what I'm trying to say. So it's actually pretty high. 27%. 27.7%. That's a lot higher than I thought. So yeah, I need to double check my math there. It's 9 cards. I'm drawing 2 of them. And 4 of them are offense. And I only need to get 1 of them to kill. But yeah, it actually does work out to be that, because it's 5 out of 9 possible, and then into 4 out of 8. So 5 out of 9 times 4 out of 8, I believe is the... And then that's 27.7% that I would not get it. So... yeah, I think we just kill him. It still runs the same risk, right? If I don't draw any offense here, then I'm still... Alright, we would have been fine, but you never know, right? We may not get lethal here. It's actually pretty hard. We have to draw specifically... Yeah. Damn. I should have actually used a potion here. It would have been worth it. We're taking a ton of damage here. We gotta full block this. Well, not full block, but fully used block. So we've taken 11 damage on this fight. Certainly sucks. Make that 12. Fucking hate this fight, man. Bullshit fight. This really sets us back. Should just use a potion. I mean, we have the White Beast statue. Oh well. At least I'll have it for the elite, I guess. We do. Ah, this sucks though. Like, well, at least we got the shop. I think I'm definitely taking Spectrum Shift here, just taking the value pick. It's definitely good into the boss, Soulfish. Solar Strike is not that good of a card. We already have plenty of star generation. It is obviously offense, but Spectrum Shift is offense as well, just not in the normal hallways, but it certainly is into the boss and the elites. Take it. Maybe I can upgrade it, we'll see. We can get to that campfire without taking any more damage. Oh, hell yeah. Question marks, baby. Yeah, that's a good one. We got some good relics so far. Dragon Fruit. We would have been able to afford it had we taken the thing. I actually just got... I think Dragon Fruit in Act 1, especially this early of a shop, if you can afford it, is a really good pick. Especially on Regent, where you have additional ways to get gold. You know, the unfortunate thing here, this might be a Crescent Spear, I don't know. It's obviously at its lowest right now, but it's still okay damage. I do have to wonder if Celestial Might is better. Shockwave would be the best value pick here. But, I don't know. It's still, like, awkward to get into play a lot of the time. It is offense. Just depends on how greedy I want to be here. I could buy Crescent Spear and Shockwave. That seems okay. So Crescent Spear, not a card I'm like chomping at the bit to get, but I think given our deck right now, it makes sense. We've got a lot of star generation, and it is technically fine. See here, for example, Shockwave kind of sucks. Could use this potion on this fight, but I'm already fully blocking, so I might as well save it. But I did obviously waste an energy there. Could save 3 HP with it. I think it's worth it, because we're getting a potion anyway. Into the elites, I don't even know how useful this is. This is going to be useful into the AoE elite, if we get that. So that's all I wanted to do, get another defend. That's good damage. Right, we can do that. Actually, probably want to just Convergence here. I know he's getting the block. Maybe that was bad, but I feel like, yeah, this is fine. Alright, no damage taken. Good. Hey, look at that. Probably charge. I really don't value Rotten Roar that highly. Honestly, I don't value charge as highly as most either, but it is definitely the best card at this point. We are looking for some more offense, I think, and it just will allow me to thin the deck out a little bit. Also, it's really good into Soulfish, at least on second cycle. So, yeah, charge. I think we can get away with it. We've got 2 decent potions into this fight. I mean, if it's AoE, we got 2. If it's not AoE, still got 1 pretty good potion, and the potion still can be okay in a single target fight. We've got Spectrum Shift that really wants to get upgraded, so let's do that. Alright, this guy could be tough. Alright, we can just use this immediately. It uses all of its value, so it's fine. I don't even know if we want to... Like, I might for this just want to do this right now. So for sure we want to do that. But, so we're pretty much full blocking, so I should get this into play. The other question is, do we want to Venerate here? I got Crescent Star coming up. I feel like I could just block 1 here. So I'm always going to be playing Gather Light. I don't know, though. Probably should just Venerate. That way I don't have to ever Venerate again, unless I absolutely need to. Not the best. No, we don't really want to pop him here. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, I guess we're going to be resting here anyway. But like, I could defend. I'm still taking 19. And then we really got to pop him the turn after. The thing is, I could pop him right now, because this would be 12. He would go down to 76. And then the spikes would pop him really nicely. So at that point, we're almost certainly only taking the 24. I could save the 5, but that might result in more damage taken, depending on what I draw. It just sucks because we really don't know what we're drawing. Like, if I brick, then we were looking at more damage taken. I think I should just do the damage. So he'll hit me, but then I'll have 3 free turns because he popped at the end of the turn. Let's get rid of the defense here. We just want to put in a bunch of damage. Now we just have to figure out, is Shockwave worth more damage here than Double Strike? It depends on if I draw a Falling Star next turn or not. I could have also tried to do the reason I didn't do the bomb was because, like, the split would have still not been good. It would have been at 67, and then or 66, but then I wouldn't have the 3 free turns. I'd only have 2 free turns, and then you would still have that Ekabeko, and I'd be vulnerable. So I think it would result in more damage. I don't know. I think the Shockwave actually is better here because I have the Ekabeko forming. I can get a bigger hit in. We want the biggest first hit here, which I guess is Minion Bomb. Wait, I got another Shockwave. Alright, he's dead. And we'll just rest at the upcoming one. Anchor's really good. We're getting incredible relics. I really don't value Astral Pulse on the level that most do. It's not like that good into this fight. We do have the 50-50 of an AoE fight coming up, the Phantasmal Gardeners or whatever. But I don't need AoE to beat them. I feel like the Cloak of Stars is just better here. Just add another defensive card. Yeah, I don't like Nunchaku that much. That's okay though. Right, we just don't want to lose HP. That's all that comes down to. I don't care about actually proccing this sword or anything. So we want to fight this guy now or later? Advanced hallway. I think on 40 I'm good. I think I'll do this before. See if we're losing HP or something. Ooh, okay. Okay. Black hole, almost certainly. That's just so much damage. Don't need to think about it that much. Good here. Hey, look who it is. And hey, I got my AoE through black hole, so I'm good anyway. Okay. So I got 15. They got 15 already, so I'm already full blocking. I think we can just put the damage on the dude that's scaling. And I don't necessarily have to use this. I mean, then again, why not? I want to save that for a better fight. That hand's dog shit. We just have to bite the bullet here. Alright, we can pretty much finish these guys off. You'll be dead next turn. Unfortunately, Spectrum Shift, for whatever reason, can't... Okay, I'm going to not do the mistake here. I'm actually going to do it. This is the first in the history. I clicked Bowler Hat first. Amazing. I am now ascended. Took me 100 runs to get there, but here I am. I have ascended to true Ascension 10 gameplay here. Glow's probably fine here. We got the black hole. I don't think we need to think about it that much. Definitely abundance of star generation, but I think that's okay. So let's definitely use Gambler's Brew if we need to. We do. So it's 9 plus 6. We're full blocking already. This guy does single attack next turn. That guy does multi-attack. He'll already take some damage here. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. I can just get like Black Star plus a star that takes him out. Get Black Star, but that couldn't have been any worse. Couldn't have drummed it up any worse if it tried. God damn it. So much damage. I mean, we were probably going to have to rest at this upcoming campfire anyway, but now it's definitely for sure happening. I think Shockwave and... It's just such bullshit. Like, I had to miss on so many cards here. This is only 3 block, but it's probably worth playing over these. I don't know, though, honestly. it's possible I need to still get like, am I going to get lethal with putting Black Star into play here, I guess? Because this guy, it would be this guy, I guess, that we have to kill. So, is that true? This guy's taking 6. He's down 23, so it would be this guy we have to kill. And so he's at 20, was it? 23. And, I mean, this guy's killing himself this turn. So that does actually stun them for the next turn. But I do so little damage if I don't get the black hole in play. I think I just do this. Could have also just done the charge. Actually would have been better, probably, now that I think about it. Almost looked like that was not going to damage me. Why is this guy stunned and that guy is not? I'm very confused there. Do I play that? Don't think so. So it's not like putting any meaningful lethals forth unless it's a very specific, like... God, I really... Patience. Alright, well, you're dead. Alright, well, we'll just rest at the upcoming campfire. I really hate these stupid slugs. Oops. That was a mistake. Stupid Nunchaku. Okay, look at me. You got some good potions. I just can't see any situation where I add 7 stars to a deck. It's so expensive for what it does. But, I don't know. Maybe it makes sense here. I do have a lot of star generation, not necessarily that heavy of star cost in this deck, but it is for sure a brick the first time I see it, probably the second time I see it as well. And sure, yeah, eventually it does 49 damage, but I got a lot of ways I can deal 49 damage in that amount of turns without having a curse in my deck, you know? I do think I add a card here. I just don't know. I'm not opposed to double Spectrum Shift, especially because we're thinking about just beating this boss specifically at this point. And certainly Spectrum Shift helps with that. But it is pretty slow in the other fights. It could just always default to Gather Light here because we've added 1 defensive card, 2 defensive cards. And then Shockwave. We still are, like, potentially light on defense, but there also are, like, you don't want to just only draw defense, which we have been doing on turns. Defense plus utility. Which, I mean, drawing any of these cards is not helping with that scenario. And the Anchor. I think I'm going to take the Spectrum Shift, man. I know it's greedy, but I think it's fine. I would love to upgrade it, but it is too risky, even with these potions, I think, to do that. So we'll definitely use one of these potions this fight. This is why I added it. I think it's better than the Shockwave here. I'm going to hold these stars, I think. Could have also just duped that Spectrum Shift, honestly. Probably would have been fine, but... Okay. Let's get that into play. We'll play that... Play that. Honestly, I think I just take this 17 here. I can get rid of a beacon already, so it's already worth a defend, and it's giving me a bunch of damage. I think we'll get rid of Strike. Entropy. So nice thing about the transform is it stays within, so like randomness, like Randa's so bad I might just do that because it makes a new you know, colorless card. Guess that's okay. Don't really care to get nostalgia in. I also don't have to use these potions. They're so good that if I can get through it without using them, even though I've got the White Beast statue, it's probably not necessarily worth it. So he's intangible this turn. We just want good defense, which I think is Cloak of Stars. I don't care about nostalgia. We somehow downgraded nostalgia. I mean, nostalgia can be good with Royal Gambit. That's, or not Royal Gambit, but whatever that gamble card is, where you get a bunch of defense for 0, but you can't take any more damage the rest of the fight. You know the one I'm talking about. Yeah, let's just do defend convergence. Why don't we? I might as well save that. Leave it for a turn that we need it. Technically an upgrade, but not much. I think this is a good turn for Shockwave. Just get that into play finally. Thrumming Hatchet, we probably want to play, and then Crescent Spear. Okay, I've got a bunch of hatchets. Almost every status will be better than Beckon, so let's just get rid of it. I lied. I somehow lied. So I have no defense here. Oh, he's doing a lot of damage. If I can't kill him, do 37 plus 16. Yeah, we can't kill him. Guess I got a liquid memory something. Honestly, not even that much good here. I guess it would be Eternal Armor. Or maybe Equilibrium. Equilibrium gives me the most block, which I think we want. He's pretty close to death otherwise. Yeah, let's do that. Do this. And then Hatchet or Venerate. Probably Hatchet. Oh. And Shaku. Guess we downgraded that card. We're fine though, he's dead. Okay, so we did have to use that potion, but that's just how it goes. You see though, it's kind of weird, right? It's like, it seems like I have a lot of defensive cards, yet we have turns where I just don't draw any. And that was a big hand too. Oh well. That's why we have potions, to get out of turns like that. Okay, probably Void Form. That's a hell of a card most of the time. It's honestly hard to play it for most of Act 2, I find. But once you get to late Act 2 and most of Act 3, it comes online and it's pretty good. But yeah, I would make a lot of these cards a lot less awkward to play. Make it so there's some synergy with an Nunchaku. It's just kind of underwhelming, I would say. And Decisions is good. Without a hidden cache, it's hard to play though, or a Royal Gamble. And I don't necessarily have anything that it super plays well off of. I guess Shockwave or something, but usually you want like a Bulwark or something. I think a Void Form here is pretty clear, even if it will be somewhat of a curse for a lot of fights. Okay, Oribus. These days, I just almost always take Archaic Tooth if it's offered. It's not even, I don't even think it's as good as people say. It's just solid. But the thing about it is just one card, and those one card rewards, I've kind of started to think they're not amazing. But it's not just one card, right? Some of those other, like if I add a Brightest Flame, for example, I'm just adding the card, right? But with the Archaic Tooth, I'm technically removing Falling Star, which is a good card, right? I'm removing a good card and then adding a really good card. But it is worth noting that I am losing, technically, Falling Star for it, which is, I think, something people don't really evaluate about that thing. All that being said, it's generally just the best Orbis option, so I actually don't think Orbis options are that good, typically. Of course, we could have also had the decisions for a potential Shrimp, and of course we do get offered it, only when that happens, and we don't even get offered Archaic Tooth. That sucks. I mean, probably just Radiant Pearl, though. This mainly is to help us get Void Form into play. Yeah, I mean, unless we want to enchant, like, Shockwave, would honestly be not that bad either. I've done it with Charge as well. It's not horrible Charge, but, yeah. I don't know. Shrimping Shockwave is certainly good. I mean, it's like, you can almost think of it like a mask and a whatchamacallit rolled into 1 times 3, which is pretty good. But I don't know, I think this Luminous is a little more versatile. I mean, it can just help me play the Shockwave anyway, right? If that's what I need to do. So let's do that. As far as path, we didn't even think about that. I do see a 3 campfire path. Of course, it would not really play the Sword of Stone very well, but it's an option. So that path would look like that's only 1 elite. But it is a crab. I don't know if I love that. I mean, we obviously do have an upgrade to make for sure, which is Spectrum Shift. The rest aren't like super necessary on upgrades. And even with the Void Forms, to some degree, the Spectrum Shift isn't that needed to upgrade. That also leaves us no shop. Whereas it could go like this. Get that shop. It's a 1 campfire path, though. Only 2 elites anyway. That also doesn't seem great. Honestly, there is no good path on this map. This is a bullshit map. I guess, man, there's just nothing that intersects with a shop on this map that's actually good. Like, if I do hit a shop, then I can only get 1 campfire if I want to take on 2 elites on any of these shop paths. So it's like, if I want to hit this shop, I will only ever end up with 1 campfire max. Same with this. If I want to hit this, it's like there's no path here that leaves me without just 1 campfire. With this one, I can hit 2 campfires, but then I can only hit 1 elite because I have to give up that elite to hit that. So I only end up with 1 elite late. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know that this. The thing is, I have a bowler hat, so like, I kind of want to utilize a shop. I guess I can live with only 1 campfire then. I guess what we could do is go to the. Maybe we would want to go this way, because then I could, I guess, go either way there. And then if I do hit just 1 elite, it's way late. If I hit 2, it's still late. This is probably the best. Plus, I don't have to fight as many normal hallways. So I guess that's the path. This guy usually results in damage taken. Of course, I got the White Beast statues who are okay to do stuff. Here we are. Probably just good to do this. I think I would hold this for a Void Form. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible also to just play the charge out right now. Already full blocking. We do a charge, hit him with a Crescent Spear. Next turn, he doesn't attack, right? No, he does attack next turn. The third turn he doesn't attack, I think. He will choose an uncommon card also, so we don't really know what he's going to take there. It's going to be likely a power, though, it looks like. I think we just use it now. Okay, it took Spectrum Shift. Oh, he doesn't attack here. Oh, with this shitty hand, I guess it's Void Form. Take 2 here. The thing is, I know I got the White Beast statue, but if I'm only taking 2, it's not worth that. It doesn't really matter what I play here necessarily. So here, for example, I can use it. Alright, we should pop him next turn, hopefully. Yeah, we got him. I think likely we would have had to pop this Nunchaku anyway. Might as well get it going. Definitely want that back. Okay. Definitely taking one of these Forge cards. I don't know which one. We're light on card draw. Like we also don't necessarily care, I think, because we have double Spectrum Shift. So it's like, if I'm generating eventually 2 cards a turn, do I really need much card draw beyond a glow? The only thing it really helps me with is initial bottom decks. So I could initially bottom deck like Void Form and both my Spectrum Shifts, and I'm in a rough spot at that point. I also have Convergence, which just helps with hand size. So it's like, the only reason I take spoils, I think, is through helping with digging through the first portion of the deck, which honestly might still be better than Refined Blade. Refined Blade, the energy doesn't matter that much past the point I do Void Form, and I already have the Luminous, so it's not like I need that energy necessarily. It is more Forge for what that's worth, but I think the Spoils of Battle is just overall going to be better here. Alright, Fire Potion's a pretty easy give up for me. Right, Ripple Basin can be good. Depends. Definitely doing this. Do not mind that event at all. I don't mind any of those events. Here, for example, Spoils is probably going to be way better. Yeah, so we can just get going much faster now. So 9, this does 7. Do I want a full block here or get the black hole into play? I definitely don't want to use my I don't think I want to use my Luminous this turn. I mean, I could still just take 2 and get the black hole into play. Still fully blocks that guy, which is the main thing. And I just take 2 damage. I feel like I don't need to take 2 damage though, so I'm just gonna try. Oh no, I wasn't attacking. Alright, well, I would have full blocked there and I could have got the black star into play. So I fucked that up. I think I still want to just get the Shockwave into play here. And a lack of defense coming up. Got the blade though. Should be able to kill that guy. This guy's more scary because he scales faster. 27, 21. I'll go with the exact lethal there. We'll hit him, draw. Unfortunately, we'll have to take some damage here. The Black Star wouldn't have changed anything, so it's not like we're necessarily punished for that misplay early. Alright, not bad. 4 damage taken. Swift Potion could be good. I don't know that parry's that good here. 1 second, he'd be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, parry, it isn't necessarily that good unless you're, if you're only, you know, we only got the Spoils of Battle right now. It's not like Sovereign Blade is that featured at the moment. I would really need like an Heirloom Hammer or like a Summon Fourth really to justify a parry. Otherwise, it's just kind of a one-time block in most cases, if that. And it's not even the turn that you play it usually. So it's really not adding much. And I don't know, Glow would be the only other option. But because we have Void Form, I think Glow goes down in use a little bit. Like the star generation is not that important at that point. We just skip these. I don't really even need to add much more cards unless they're super high impact. I need to remember that I have Ripple Basin for this fight. Debated holding the strike. Yeah, but it's pretty risky here. No reason to play it if I'm just going to be able to block everything. Jackpot, now that's a good card. Do I use this to save 8? Does mean Void Form's not coming in. The thing is, with this upcoming hand, it's likely Void Form can't get really played anyway. So I think it's okay to just Black Hole Light here. Just get those into play. Spoils here is not too good. I could Shockwave, Crescent, Spear, Panic Button, and try to just go for lethal, but that's very... I mean, we got these potions and stuff. Not a great turn to make anyway, though. It's like... I think I will likely use Swift Potion next turn. I think... What is my likelihood that I could get lethal next turn? It's not that high. I don't have like a whole lot of damage coming in. I don't have a whole lot of ways to generate block. I could just ultimate defend Shockwave. That gives me 11, 15 block. I think that's okay. Actually, it's pretty close to full block here. I don't think I panic button then. Bomb. I don't know why people like this card. It's so bad. Even here, it's just so slow. It's like I don't have 3 turns to just spend 2 energy on this turn. It's so ridiculous. So this is when these fights are rough when we bottom deck. Like granted, we did at least get the good Spectrum Shift before then, but still, it's like bottom decking both the Void Form and the Spectrum Shift is rough. I could have saved my thing. If I would have saved it all the way till now, I still would be taking damage here, most likely. But yeah, I guess we'll do this. These are so bad to draw. It's like hitting here with all of my energy playing to win. I guess so. We're just going to have to slowly try to get this guy out. I need better turns. Certainly, I'm at least glad that I saw this, because like it's very important. It's very apparent how important getting Void Form into play in this deck is, as you can see here. So I can get 16, 20 block. I'm taking 10 then. I don't like that. We gotta use this. Alright, that's better. I didn't play any attacks, right? Yeah, this is hovering, so I assume I didn't. So I could just Convergence. I get 30, which is full block, and then I prolong. Kill this guy. Alright. Annoying fight, but I don't know if we lost that much HP. To be honest, I'm tempted to take their Refined Blade. I don't know. We just don't need to add anything here, honestly. The gamble even is like iffy. I think given what I got, I could also add this Sphere. I'm not loving it. Refined Blade maybe, but I think we just skip. So we fighting an elite. I don't love what I just saw with that fight. I mean, if I do this, almost certainly I'm probably going to have to rest there. Like, we didn't get... I mean, this could be okay in a Decimillipede, I guess, but... Our front-loaded stats are bad. I have to, like, get scaling. I mean, this is pretty typical of one of my decks, so this is just kind of Regent, in my opinion. You kind of just have really good powers that are slow. Once you get going, you're unstoppable. I don't want to force the Sword of Stone or anything. It's not like 3 strength is that useful to me, typically, with this deck right now. At the same time, though, it's an advanced hallway. I'm looking at probably saving 10 HP by going to the right. Well, I'm saving like 20 HP by going to the right, because there's the campfire. So, I don't know, I'm pretty light on relics as it is. I think I only fought 2 elites in the first act. But all my relics are good. It's not like I need to hunt for good relics. I'm in abundance of them. Tough boss, too. I think, though, I will take the elite. I don't know. It's tough to say. It's iffy, and I feel like I should just lean toward the elite. We might as well use the Luminous this turn. If that's the case, we'll just try to draw an additional defend here. Or defensive card. Unfortunately, it's a defend. Which fucking sucks. I think I should convergence over that? I don't know. Just take the 10, I guess. Get you into play for sure. You into play. Black hole can wait. I need, like, it's kind of wild though. Okay, I definitely need another defensive card to this deck. Okay, at least we drew that. Basin is not proccing here, because I did attack with the blade. Okay, I still need to play this charge. Good thing we get fasten after we draw every defend. Love that for me. Well, this fight's going fucking horrible. God, we really need another defensive card, it seems. I'm not fucking with Gambit. Well, we have defensive cards, but we tend to draw them, you know, when they're not fucking attacking us. Because this game fucking hates me, apparently. Really fucking annoying. I don't think I care about playing that here. Maybe I should have played Black Hole instead of that, what I just did there. I don't know. Probably should have. Can I get lethal here? 39, 16. So 32 plus 39 is 71. With the panache, I could get let's see, 71, 70, 80, and panache kills. I should have lethal then. Alright, fuck you, bastard. Take it. That was not worth it. I also had the potion, but okay, Big Bang, easy. I regret going this elite. It's kind of wasteful to play the Shockwave right now, I suppose. Do I just wait on it? It's like harder to play the other turns, though. I think maybe I just strike here and maybe hold that. The problem is the eggs, it's not like they persist the debuff anyway. But at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I definitely should have just played the Shockwave. I don't know what I'm doing. For this, and I really don't want to play the Luminous here. Well, it's Shockwave or Spectral Shift. Shockwave saves me some HP. I think I just do that. Oh, I have extra energy this turn. That's right. Alright, well, I probably should have just done the Spectrum Shift. Oh well. I wish there was like a better indicator that you have more than your normal 8 energy. It's so easy to forget. Alright, definitely using the Luminous here. Could draw a Big Bang or Ultimate Defense. Let's glow first. Got the Big Bang. Do that. Probably worth attacking. Right. Right. Haven't even got half of his HP gone yet. We're working on it. Go on, try to kill him before these hatch. I'm gonna do that first before I glow, just to maximize my chance of getting a better card. Looks like we got lethal. Alright. Ooh, chaos. It's gotta be better than this, right? I mean, it could screw me in its void form sometimes, but we can just keep that in mind. Two charges is maybe overkill. Kind of just want this other convergence. The glow is like also like considerable, but I feel like having another convergence allows you to chain those convergences together. Right, the card draw is welcome. Really sucks that we're like in a rough spot here. Oh, you know what? This is not so useless though, because we are hitting that shop, so it's okay. Unfortunately, Anchor is kind of breaking us in a lot of fights. this fight, by the way. Fucking hunter killer, man. I don't know. I guess we lack defensive cards still. Guess that's technically true. What's Anointed give me? Does it even... It doesn't do anything. What? This card is so bad. Like, it's so bad. This is supposed to be a card that is worth 170 gold or so, mind you. And it doesn't even get it from your discard pile. Even if it did, it would suck. But it only does your draw pile. It costs 1. It exhausts. It's a rare. It's colorless. What the hell were they thinking when they made this card? And how has it never been reworked? It's so fucking bad. Definitely a contender for worst card in the game. Ay. We really want to get that ultimate defend or shockwave if we can. So I guess we just start spoils. Because if I do draw the shockwave, I want to be able to play it for free. Right, we do get it. And then we'll get that into play. I almost don't even want to attack here so that I can get the Ripple Basin. I think that is actually the call. This fight is just bullshit, man. Ooh, Eternal Armor, that's good. We are once again without any fucking defense, so aside from that. Let's try to get the ultimate defend, I guess. Hopefully we can finish him here. I'm trying to keep these potions for the elite, because they're both really good. We can go lethal here. Doesn't look like it, but we can... Well, can we even full block? I don't even fucking know. Oh, he's dead, okay. Right, Black Star. Right, good thing we didn't use those potions, because that one's dog shit. Could take the Cloak, just because we've been wanting defense. I mean, Resonance is also technically defense, but it's pretty bad defense. I don't think we gotta think about that one that much. Right, there's our health. Furnace, not that good. Anointed, yeah, 175 gold. I'll pay that for that. Whenever would I ever do that? Eternal Feather's good. Might just spend all my gold on that. The rest of this shop sucks ass. Even the hegemony is not that good here. Jack of Trades. Yeah. It's either that or take the triangle. Still could remove, but I don't know. Clumsy's not that needed to remove, I feel. The Eternal Feather, though, I really like that. Then I can take some damage and maybe still upgrade at the upcoming campfire, and then Act 3 is, like, better, too. Let's just take that. I don't think we need to think about it that much. Is there anything else I can take? Shit Pulse. Spoils of Shittle. Honestly, the spoils might not be horrible, but I think we'll just hold that gold for now. No, this is an elite. We'll definitely be open to using the potions here. This is good because we can hold this defend, get Void Form into play. It's wild with a bowler hat and that late of a shop, we still are like not able to buy much. Like just the relic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I can't overdraw if I draw right now. Just get rid of these. I didn't attack, so I got full block now. If I do this, I don't draw 3 cards. So I might as well just glow, because it's not like this hand is that good anyway. Of course, if I glow into Shockwave or something, that would suck, or Spectrum Shift, but that just is what it is. Or even the minion card, I don't know. I even draw less because this guy's getting status. I think I should just glow. Okay, that's fine. We could actually play this. I still full block if I do it. Might as well, right? And I get the Nunchaku a little bit going. Alright, definitely Shockwave. Black hole would have been nice. Guess we are going to be able to get through this without using the potions, which is good. We still want those for the, you know, the whatchamacallit. You are dead. Power potion. Is that better than Dupe Pot? It very well might be, because we already have some awkwardness with the, like, the Void Form can't be Dupe Potted, and a lot of the time when we have Void Form in play, we want to get those 2-cost cards, you know, get the 0-cost value out of it, and then, like, Dupe Potting that is kind of weird. If I do it on the second card played, it's fine, but I don't know. Power Potion could just be something that I spam. Is it better than Distilled Chaos, I wonder? And Distilled Chaos could actually fuck me over some of these times. It's like, we already kind of mentioned Void Form. That's probably not too big of an issue, but the charge could fuck me over sometimes. Like, I could be forced in a situation where I got to get rid of good cards. It's also just like, I don't know that spamming this deck with 3 cards is actually better than a random power. I think I will actually just take the Power Potion. Right, Pillars of Creation, easy take. Now we're... I think the deck is complete now. I would still take like Bulwark, maybe a Glimmer Stream, but... yeah, I think we're good to go now. Alright, definitely getting that into play. And probably just get the Ultimate Defend. If I do that, I get the 4, so it should be full block without me having to play the Cloak of Stars. Let's do that. Rival Basin's pretty damn legit. We've gotten a ton of defense out of it. Literal shit ton. Might as well play this. I'm going to save this, I think. This guy's already half health. Might as well save all these, because I'm retaining one more hand here. Got the Nunchaku, if I need it. No full block, but again, I don't think it's worth using my potion here. Actually doing pretty good damage with those spikes. Got him. Maybe I could have gotten more Nunchaku value there. I didn't care though. I think these potions are better than energy. This is okay. Is hidden cash worth it in this deck? I don't think so. Yeah, skip. Alright, so we get that natural heal. We're definitely going to upgrade now. I don't think we need to upgrade Void Form. It is always getting played because of Luminous. So it's really like Shockwave could be a good one. Then I get an extra 2 stacks. Spectrum Shift being costed down doesn't matter that much, I feel. Like it's been pretty easy to play. Pillars of Creation, we could get more value out of that. We get more value out of the Black Hole. Even the Black Hole doesn't proc that much, I would say. I think the Shockwave, especially in the context of this crab, is the best one. So I'm going to just pop the Power Potion right from the start, I think. We got a pretty good turn 1 here. Tyranny or Child of Stars? For my deck, Tyranny, I think. And we will just get these all into play. I'm going to see if I can get away with not playing the other potion. $620. Kind of need the defend for this turn, unfortunately. So I still got Ripple Basin in play. I do give up 21 damage at the cost of 4 health. I don't know that the extra stack here is that relevant. This fight shouldn't hopefully not last more than 5 rounds from now relevantly. It'll probably last more, but I should kill one of these by the time 5 rounds is up, hopefully. It's not really guaranteed, though. It really depends on what I'm getting out of Spectrum Shift. I think perhaps it's probably worth it to push this damage. I don't know. I don't have the Child of Stars in or anything. I mean, I do take a pretty big hit here. I also can stack up the Nunchaku for what that's worth. I don't know, I think I just save the 4. I guess save the 4. If I'm short lethal on the guy on the right here by whatever, or if like the extra stacks don't matter, we'll know we made a misplay for sure. You know, that is outcome oriented, but we're gonna strike. Panic button might be useful later. I can definitely keep it converged here. I think I'm going to hold these stars even though the black hole would earn me extra damage here. I'm going to do that. I'm already full blocking, so I can just convergence charge. Next turn, the defend might be useful, but I got the panic button. I don't think so. Oh, I need to remember that that also earns me from the pillars. Rend, I guess. I mean, I can actually do decent damage with it here. But out of all the cards here, probably Rend. Do that or Jack, but Jack actually earns me defense. We're probably inclined to do that. Anointed again. So bad. And just play it to get it out of there. Looks like we won't need a panic button here. Still take 4. If I wouldn't have attacked, I could have full blocked, but I don't think there was any word where we should have attacked. So, still not halfway done on this guy. Like, I may still need this panic button. I don't know that I'll exhaust it. Depends on what we draw here, I guess. Yeah, just get the strike gun. That's always safe. And Mind Blast is potentially worse. We can hold the blade. I want to keep Falling Star, it looks like. So charge is a little awkward here. Could have done that earlier, of course. I don't know, do I just Sovereign Blade? We're retaining one more here. It's okay. I'm putting damage in on the wrong guy, but if I face the other way, I think I take damage. I guess I could have played this cloak, but I want the cloak for next turn. I guess we're still facing this way. I could block quite a lot this turn, though, and we're not retaining this turn. That means we want to go here. Stack this. Just get all of these into play, I think. Oh, that was a little bad, actually. Get rid of Glow. Didn't really want to do this in hindsight. I guess a Convergence? I don't know. I need both of them. Odd that I'm getting rid of Scrawl here, but I don't know. Should I get rid of Cloak of Stars, Crescent Sphere? Does Crescent Sphere go down in damage if I get rid of a Cloak? Thing is, I might want the Scrawl here. Alright, so this is doing 17. Let's find out. It doesn't go down, so that's good at least. Could have spoiled first, but I wanted to get just maybe a bit more. Okay, we can get lethal next turn, actually. We could get it this turn, even. Might as well, right? I'll just get rid of these. And we're already full blocking, it looks like, so this is fine. I think we've solved this fight. Just gotta block 24. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I'm way over blocking here. Should have just done the full volley there. Well, we can maybe get the Nunchaku up to a good amount here. Get the blade or something. Yeah, let's get the blade. We just put on 8. Do we want to put it on 8 or 9? Let's put it on 9. Oh, shit. Alright, this is fine. We got it. Forgot that these guys debuff you. Well, I don't want to get overconfident, but crushing that fight... Ooh, we get to replenish our power potion. Crushing that fight like that leaves me pretty confident in the deck. These are not the greatest, but decisions is probably takeable. The only problem is it is a brick early, but it's certainly good after that. There's no shrimp possibility. Sword Sage, I've been liking Sword Sage more lately, but I still don't know that this is the deck for it. We do have the Big Bang and the Spoils, and the Spoils gets played a lot, but it still doesn't necessarily make Sword Sage worth it. The Seeking Edge is never worth it, I don't think. Decisions, I think we take it. We don't have to take anything here, really. Decisions doesn't necessarily have great targets still. It really doesn't. And it's pretty hard to play until I get Void Form in. I don't necessarily have the star generation for it. Sometimes I do, but we're pretty inclined to play like Cloak of Stars when we see it. And even the Falling Star to some degree. The thing is, I don't need to add any slowness to this deck, so like, these are slow. Sword Sage and Seeking Edge. Seeking Edge would be good into the scroll fight. That's about the only reason I would take that. And maybe the Ghost Elites, but I'm trying to avoid Elites most likely. I've come to the conclusion that they just aren't worth targeting in Act 4. Or Act 3, even with the Sword of Stone. Because again, what does 3 strength do for me? They really need to rework this thing. It's like, they should give it like some choices, because like, the benefit it gives you is something you would have wanted early, not late, right? Unless you're having a Radiance or something, Stardust, there's really no reason to want this 3 strength that much. Decisions also could find a good target. Maybe if I get Bulwark or something, or Glimmer. Glimmer and Bulwark are really good targets for it. I mean, it's not like it's useless. Even if I use it into like a Big Bang, that's okay. Into a Convergence, that's fine. If I use it into Convergence, I'm basically saying, give me Runic Pyramid, which is not a bad thing. Into Gather Light just replenishes some of the stars lost while full blocking that turn. Shockwave, it's like make them weak and vulnerable the entire fight. Sometimes you could do Charge, but that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But it's not great, right? It's just not that great. I kind of feel like Skip here is actually the option. I mean, if we're thinking in terms of killing the bosses, though, like, Sword Sage is still probably takeable. I think we'll take Sword Sage. It does give us some guaranteed damage instead of relying on the colorless card generation a whole lot. Why does Act 3 just always have such few campfires? This is, like, so many fights in a row where it's just, like, there's only 4 total. I've even had less than that before. Yeah, so we're guaranteed to pretty much just only go here. We got the Eternal Feather. We want to maximize that. That means the shops. There's a shop there. So if these redundant shops, I mean, this is pretty much the only path I can take then. That's like pretty clear. And then we can just avoid the elites entirely or face them. It just depends on if we're still looking for something at that point. So that'll be the path. This guy usually has good stuff. This guy has a very good range of good stuff. Yeah, so both Crossbow and Cleaver are good. Axe can be okay. I don't think it works with Void Form, though. That doesn't matter. It's very unlikely that we play it on Void Form anyhow. Meat Cleaver is generally really good, but you can get trolled into it. The problem with Meat Cleaver is, like, if... It's probably pretty safe here, because with this lining leading up to the first campfire, and that campfire, like, we're very likely to be able to just cook. And then if I cook, I can get rid of, like, all of my starter cards. And that would be pretty good. I have to imagine that's the call. I mean, the crossbow is always safe, too. It has some synergy with the Nunchaku, even, but... it can make your redraws a little shitty, because it's not like Spectrum Shift is generating colorless cards, which, you know, obviously, yeah, there's some bricks like Anointed and stuff, but there's probably less bricks in that compared to Crossbow, so, like, Crossbow does have that downside. Plus, I do like getting the max HP buffer. I think we'll just take the Cleaver. Cleaver's, like, very powerful. We are really good at drawing Void Form in the early game, apparently. We'll do that for sure. We'll be getting 4, so I'm at 25. I could take 1 damage here to get charge into play if we think that's needed. Otherwise, we can just full block with Gather Light. Probably taking 1 is fine. I mean, by tradition, you gotta take damage in this fight, right? Do I want to get Sword Sage into play? Because if I glow... I mean, I can afford anything that comes out. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I just don't want to use these potions on this fight. I know I got the White Beast statue, but you know, it is a pretty fucked up fight. But at this point, using the power potion probably doesn't help me save damage. If anything, I should have used the dupe pot. I'm honestly going to try to save that dupe pot all the way to these bosses. I mean, we definitely got the harder bosses. Test Subject Alpha is massively easier than these bosses. I hate the design of Aeon Glass, but undeniably Aeon Glass is a tough boss. Like, not as bad as Queen, but the stats are just insane on it. It's like, you got so much HP to get through, and then it just hits you for like 30 every single turn. The statuses aren't that big of a deal, but it's like you also get like your strength and defense, more importantly, sapped a lot of those turns. You could have actually maybe gone for killing that other guy. Yeah, I could just kill him here. Oh, right. I have the thing. Perfect. Alright, I'm glad I didn't use these potions, because this one's trash. Could take Guiding Star. I don't hate it. And it would be good into Queen. Corrupted. Not on anything here. Definitely not. So we'll just take a transform. We also got to get rid of that curse. I got to remember that. We don't... Okay, Conqueror, not too bad, honestly. Now we really got some damage with that blade. I could just go here. I don't really want to get the duplication event. I know I would have 2 charges to deal with the curse. I definitely don't want to randomly downgrade stuff. But duplication event would not be the worst, I guess, but at the same time, I can just get a 15 heal guaranteed here. I don't really care about spamming the events, so I might as well just get my 15 heal. Ooh, okay. Miniature tent with what we got going on? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I take another Pillars of Creation? Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah. So we won't have any money for the thing coming out. I don't think we care. We got so many removals we're going to be able to take. Let's just do this. Wait. That was not what I thought it was. God damn it. Alright, what is Soul's Power? This card loses exhaust. Well, we can just put that in Big Bang. Or Shockwave. Probably Big Bang. You know what? I would still have done this. Honestly, as I just glanced over that, I thought it was the one that gives you like 8 or 9 AoE damage per power played. So I was like, oh yeah, for sure. But I'm still glad with that. That's really good. We got 3 gold. Pale Blue Dot would have been nice, but that's okay. Pale Blue Dot I've become such a big fan of. Okay, let's cook, get rid of the curses. Rest, I guess, for reasons. And then Smith. I think we can finally get this upgraded. Honestly, this Sword Sage isn't too bad. The Big Bang, actually, now that it's... We might want it the Big Bang, too. I don't know, though. It just makes it innate. To some degree... Like, Pillars kind of make sense, because I'm getting double Spectrum Shift eventually, and that just gives me an extra 2 block a turn minimum, and then any other sort of creation that happens gives me more. I really haven't had trouble getting Spectrum Shift into play. Same with Sword Sage. Like, the Void Form just kind of... At the same time, we've been top decking Void Form a lot. I don't want to, like, get overconfident that it's like that easy necessarily. Maybe we can still do this to one of these. Oh, that's really good. I love that. We might as well take the elites on now, because it's like I'm going to be able to get so much heals. Right here we can Void Form and keep the Luminous. We got 10 block that will persist. This is still in effect. We're going to wait for the Sword Sage. Keeping the defend just in case I need it. Looks like we will. Still got full block as long as I don't attack. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't overdraw if we do this. We got lethal here, right? So that's 40, and I got 80. Yeah, we got lethal. Exact lethal. Beautiful. Don't think we need that over those. Ooh. Is 3 pillars overkill? Especially this one's green. Am I crazy for thinking it's not overkill? It kind of probably is overkill, right? Fuck it. I'm gonna waste the click on the rest. I could upgrade the Void Form to protect against weird stuff, I guess. I'm trying to... it's hard for me to even foresee why I would need that, but... Like, I could draw into it. The problem is I can't imagine I would draw into it without also having Luminous ready to go. You know what I mean? And then I would also have to need, like, Convergence pairing with it, so I don't know that that's, like, the best. Kind of want to just up the damage on, like, maybe Black Hole. I don't actually have, like, any clear upgrades at this point. Could still just be, like, Pillars of Creation, I guess. Maybe we'll do Pillars of Creation. Just shore up my defense. Alright, these guys. This could be a little awkward if I don't draw stuff early. I don't think Convergence is very good to draw in this fight. Could use a potion for this fight. We'll see. Could use DuPont. No. Yeah, this is where the Luminous does become awkward. Okay, that's much less awkward now. Pretty sure we want the Void Form into play. I don't think I even take that much damage by doing it. It's fine. Could weaken this guy. We want to just kill this guy more so. Definitely going to get some worth out of our, whatchamacallit here. Our Black Star. 16. Is it even worth it for me to play this? We're already full blocking. Could just draw here. I don't know. If I draw, we want to get the Spectrum Shift or the Sword Sage, I guess. I mean, I can still create. Yeah, Spectrum Shift is fine. I gotta get the Spectrum Shift into play sooner than later. Shitlessness. Spectrum Shift's more important than, whatchamacallit here. We'll be taking some damage here. Could get Void Form or just the Sword Sage. Probably Sword Sage Convergence is better. It's funny, even with this, the elites were not worth it. I don't think... This is obviously the hardest elite for Act 3, but I don't even know if I'll take on the other elite just seeing this play out. And I'm like, I could have just not fucking fought all this and been a lot better off for it. Because now I can't get full heal, I don't think. Actually, I think I do. With the Eternal Feather, I think I still get full heal. Luckily we got the Nunchaku Preserve there. Happy Flower could be good. These... I don't think I need the Gamble in this deck. I don't think it's doing anything for me. This guy can be elite levels hard. Full block, we can get that into play. Just get that slightly upped. No Void Form yet, but I think we just play out these. Still get a draw of 5. Very likely to get Void Form, and then if I can also defend on top of that, that'd be great. Looks like we'll have a pretty good shot at it here. Yeah, so... I'm gonna try to get this, then I can charge. Yeah. I mean, technically, I don't need a charge here, actually. We could just Convergence and Void Form. I already full block. I think the replay one does screw me here. But this is an interaction I need to be sure of, so let's try it. Nope, it does actually works fine. So I could beat down. And then we'll get full block simply from charge. Then we can Convergence and Blast. Should be close to death here. We could try to... If I can full block, though, I probably should, because we don't want the Happy Flower to be on 0 if we can help it. I'm already full blocking. Still play these, doesn't matter. I don't care about the whatchamacallit here. So I'm full blocking. Let's just hit him. Probably want to try to get Nchaku up as well. So let's hit him with these. Uh-oh. I almost lost the Happy Flower there. Alright, this is fine. So that's good. And we got the Pendulum at 2. That's really good. This is probably better than Vulnerability. Stardust? How much? I wish I could see how much stars I ended with there. Like, it's almost worth it. I don't know, though. Cosmic Indifference? Maybe. Pretty unimpressed with that card, honestly. But with a Big Bang... Sovereign Blade. I could see it being worth it. Let's take it. I'm just going to do this. Definitely better than an Elite. I don't know how often I'm proccing that, but hey, I'll take it. Let's cook first. Bye-bye defends. Rest. We do get full. Perfect. Look at that. And for our final trick... I'm going to do Void Form just because Queen. I think there's some times where the binding could really fuck me over here. But if I can Convergence the Void Form, I think this is just a safeguard. My deck definitely relies on getting that Void Form into play. Now, unfortunately, White Beast does not trigger in between these fights, which I've never been a fan of. It was the same way in the first game. It's kind of just bullshit. So, I think this is probably the fight that I want the Dexterity Potion in, though. I'm just going to pop it now. Dupe Pot's probably better in the other fight. Pillars. I can charge for 8 here. It's probably worth more than ultimate defending. Granted, we actually don't benefit gigantically from this. In this fight... Could get rid of Falling Star, honestly. I have to play it 3 times to even make him weak. Conqueror as well. Is Glow better than all of those? I don't know that Glow is better, though. Like, Falling Star is still probably better, but Conqueror is probably not that useful in this fight. I don't know, though. If I do keep it, it could eventually be pretty good. I probably should keep it, and then I should keep the Falling Star as well. I honestly kind of regret just doing this chart. I should just ultimate defend, because honestly, now that I've removed so many good cards, it's like, there's so many bad cards, I don't have any good cards to worry about. I think I draw enough that I don't actually need this Cosmic Indifference. Also got this Shockwave. You know what? I'm just going to have to take this hit here, unfortunately. I wish the pillars worked with this. Alright, hopefully this is the last... This is what I'm saying, man. It's the fucking Aeon Glass. They just hit you with like 50 damage right off the first 2 turns. So if you roll no defense like that, you just get fucked right in your face. This is annoying. Probably want to use Prolong here. Bottom decking the fucking whatchamacallit, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Panic button's usable. We bottom deck Spectrum Shift and Void Form, but what are you going to do? I'm Okay. Retaining here is almost bad for us with the panic button, because, like, I guess panic button next turn is fine, though. He attacks next turn and then he doesn't attack, so if I have to use panic button, so be it. I'm just full blocking right now anyway, though. Could see just Conqueror Blade here. It's a lot of damage. So just get rid of some of these. Entropy is probably fine. Not the best turn to be drawing a secret weapon when I got 0 cards in my draw pile. Take a little bit of damage here, but it's... Is it? I guess I could just play this. Is it worth saving like 3 health? I think it is, because I actually don't want to see this anymore, and this is like the perfect turn to do it, since he's not attacking next turn. Calamity. Calamity is really good. Restlessness is not. Nostalgia would have been good like 2 turns ago, because then I could just like have the blade always here. So the question right now is our children learning? I think I do want to get this into play. He's pretty close to death. And now you're dead, bastard. Alright, 66 health, dupe pot. Hopefully we're good to go here. I think we'd have to low roll pretty hard not to get through this. We're already full blocking, so no need to play anything here. Probably just want to get that into play. And I guess just gather light. I can play this. That's fine. So I'll play that too. Yeah. Void form should hopefully be coming up soon. Doesn't look like it. It's funny that I added this Cosmic Indifference, because it looks like it's just turned into a minion each time. The rest of these, I don't know, probably Cloak of Stars? I don't know. I mean, I'm frail, so it's not that good. I got my dupe pot. I'm going to save it for the Queen phase, I think. Could have used it on like a Spectrum shift, I guess. We wasted energy here, but it's okay. Mayhem, is that any risky here? I don't think so. It's only risky if I generate specifically Gambit, or Royal Gamble, or not, bleh, whatever it is. The card that gives you like 50 block for 0, but makes you die if you take damage. It's only risky if I specifically generate that and then play into it. I can get around that a lot of the time with just a simple convergence, or even charge. So I think it's worth playing this. I almost think in this fight I could rush down Queen, maybe? I don't know. It's probably not worth it. Kind of want to get this into play. Already full blocking this turn anyway. I could still just do a ton of damage here. Just get him close to death, so if it's like a multi-strike turn and I need to kill him quick, the option is there. I usually kill this guy before the queen. I don't know, I find it pretty hard to rush queen down with the decks that I build. We can go with Catastrophe here. Then Glow. It's interesting that even when that... Oh, yeah, never mind. I was going to say... Oh, we're full blocking, so I don't think I need to, like, kill this guy. I guess I'm going to be killing him. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I think the replay does get screwed by this thing. Get rid of Glow and Venerate, I guess. Get rid of that. Convergence. I guess the Thrumming Hatchet, I should be fine here. Still draw 5. Oh, but then I generate the 2. It is actually kind of hard with this amount of stuff to get through. I don't draw here, but that's okay. Do I want the other convergence? Probably don't need it. Don't need that necessarily. I mean, everything's just kind of weird here. I'm like fully retained every turn anyway. Like the 0 costs don't matter that much. Get rid of these for sure. I don't want to lose Conqueror. So we're retaining. I think we just kill him next turn guaranteed, right? Conqueror into Blade should be kill. Yeah. Bye-bye. Didn't even need my dupe pot. Alright, that's a good one to end our 100 game set on, I think. That was such a strong run, honestly. It wasn't a hard one. It was like, you know, every run in Slay the Spire 2 is going to present some challenge, but right from the get-go, we had a good transform. We got amazing first relics. It just set us up for the rest of the run, and honestly, the whole way through, we got good relics. It's like the miniature tent plus the meat cleaver combo is just the icing on the cake. But, yeah, and even with all of that, Aeon Glass still did like 40 damage to us. It's such a ridiculous boss. But it's not because it's like cool or anything. Like, that boss is so boring. It's just like, here's a stat stick, deal with it. Deal with 40 damage a turn and having your strength and defense sapped every now and then, and have some stupid statuses that don't really matter get shuffled into your deck. Elites killed 5. That's actually pretty typical for me. That's one thing I need to add to my data. So the next video you see come out should be, I'll be doing my data analysis of these 100 runs. So for all the nerds out there, all my fellow nerds, that'll be a fun one. We'll just be looking at numbers. That's all we'll be doing, talking about it. And I should actually, the one stat I need to add is like average elites taken on my wins. So I'll try to get that one. Anyway, though, as always, thanks for watching. I guess we could do a quick, what is it? I can look at my deck. A lot of the usual suspects in here, I would say. The only outliers maybe would be Crescent Spear, but it was okay. Crescent Spear is just kind of, it's early game damage if you need it. And otherwise, it doesn't really have a big reason to be in decks. Everything else is really good. A lot of bread and butter cards like Spectrum Shift. Big Bang is really amazing. Void Farm's very good, especially when you got Luminous. That makes it so easy to get into play. I gotta say, I don't get offered Luminous in that many situations where it makes sense for me to take it. But I think that's just been variance. It seems like it should be a pretty good boss relic most of the time. But yeah, like, you know, even some of the cards like Gather Light didn't do necessarily that much this run, but they're just always making their way into the deck, because, like, it just, if we needed stars more, which we just didn't need on this run, like, it's there. Cloak of Stars is one that's been growing on me. Pillar of Creation also is just like, if you have any reason to justify it, you should add it. It's so good. And Conqueror, you know, like I said, I haven't taken it that much lately, but I still think it's underrated. It technically output quite a lot of damage on this run in a deck that by the way, the only generation we had was the Big Bang and the Spoils for our stuff. And of course we had the Sword Sage, but that just kind of puts into perspective that you don't need much for Conqueror to actually be doing a lot of damage, right? But we'll get all into that when I do my tier list and stuff. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.